Alright guys, what's going on? I was making a video earlier today on some knife building stuff, and I was basically said, if you don't have a wife and kids, get one, and if you can't do that, then get some friends, and if you can't get friends or don't have friends, then I like you, and Jesus likes you. So then I got to thinking, I kind of rough around the edges, spent a lot of time in the Marine Corps. Sometimes I say a few cuss words. It's something that I've struggled with for a lot of years. Marine Corps, I used to build shooting ranges on military bases, police officers ranges all the time. Been in the industries where it's like man's man, like real kind of dudes. There's a dog over there trying to eat me somewhere. Anyway, it's not a wolf because we live in Northwest Georgia and there's no wolves. So, long story short, I was kind of talking to my wife, which is my best friend, the person I talk to all the time, and I was like, I feel bad because I mentioned Jesus, and then sometimes I say a few cuss words once in a while. Something we've been working on for a long time. And I just want to talk about that a little bit. How, first off, my wife, known as Camera Woman right now, is, what do you see over there?
She just is running. I don't want her to go near the road.
Come here, you crazy turkey.
Yeah.
Come here.
Let me interject too that you can be a little crass and we kind of say whatever we think. And
yeah, I can hurt some feelings sometimes. I kind of get on these little rants, and if you've watched any of my videos, you'll see I'm like a spastic monkey sometimes.
And we know the Bible verses that talk about keeping your speech pure and not being a stumbling block to other people and things like that.
I certainly don't want to be a stumbling block to anybody that says, oh man, that dude said Jesus loves me, and then he said ass. It's gonna happen. And I didn't even use it in the context of a burro or a donkey or whatever. I said ass in the not nice way to use it. And my wife told me a bunch of times, that's your language. You grew up working on cars and beating on stuff and building things, and you went in the Marine Corps. Let me tell you something, there's people in the Marine Corps that don't have a bad mouth. I don't want to say everybody does. I didn't meet them, but you might have. They're there. But it's like you become this product of your environment, and that's the one thing that over time that I've grown up that I haven't been able to shed. So first off, let me say, if it's something that bothers you, then I want to have a sensitivity to that. There's a baby right there. I want to have a sensitivity to that, and pray for me. If you're watching this, you've put some kind of search in there that says something about a Christian guy that cusses. And we take a lot of protections in our life to avoid a lot of stuff that most modern people don't. On the social side of things, there are things on some social media outlets that I can't stomach. I just can't. It's too selfish, it's too narcissistic, and it's too about who you want to be and who you don't want to be. And you don't care about anybody else, and I do. I care exceedingly more about my wife than any human that walks this earth. Her, followed very closely behind my kids, and I don't even think about me. Anybody that knows me, my wife and kids especially, I don't care what it is. I don't care if you like my shoes better than me, and they're 8 sizes too big. I'm gonna walk around with sock feet or naked toes and get grocery store feet walking around at the Costco. I don't care.
I, on the other hand, think about me all the time.
And a lot of people do. We're going to be real when we talk to you people, because it's really...
I pray about it. I don't want to be like that,
but I love you exactly how you are.
But you are very giving, and you don't... I can tell you anything I want to do, and you're like, okay. You don't think about yourself in that way.
Right. So you hear that, guys? There's things that I do that other people can't. There's things that you do that I can't when it comes to having a godly walk. I know the principles in the Bible, the deep study, not do unto others as you'd have to be done to you. That's a great thing to live by. However, there's some teachings and some studies in the Bible and some lessons to learn when you really get into there to the meat and potatoes of the Bible. It's hard to do. Very, very difficult to do. There's some topics on there that a lot of your modern churches are really confused on too. I just encourage you to do your own research. Give me a little bit of grace. When it comes to using some language that you may not think is Christian. I'm a people too, just like you're a people. And people do stuff that maybe they're not always the most proud of. But
God has grace.
that's right, God has grace. My wife has more grace than anybody I've ever known. I do stupid stuff.
Yeah, we don't do it on purpose. But
No.
God forgives us, and we don't say because God has grace, we just go ahead and do it. We try not to, and we ask
Right,
for
I don't
help.
use it as an excuse. Well, oh, God loves me and my wife is cool with me cussing once in a while. And you let the baby back there. You know, we got 3 kids that range from 19 to almost 4. Yeah, they're spread out, like way spread out. Does it make you feel great? One little bit back here, little mini lumberjack over there, says a cuss word? Man, no. You feel like this itty big. You see, there's no space in there. But what do you... I'm trying, you know.
Well, I think it shows to the kids that God has grace and that we're not going to be perfect.
Yeah, and you got to own it, too.
And you apologize and you try to, you know.
That's a big thing, you know. If I can impart some knowledge on somebody that might be working on this, you need to own what it is that you do. This whole, you made me do this because of that. I'm one of the first people to tell you, if I screw up, I may argue about it just a little bit. Just a little bit. But when it comes down to it and the rubber meets the road, I'm not going to sit here and go, well, you know, Joe Schmuckatelli, all you Marines, if you're watching this, you know where that comes from. Joe Schmuckatelli, or Jody from up the block, you know, he cusses, so it's cool for me. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to apologize. I'm going to stop in what I'm doing, and I'm going to talk to the kids. And I'm going to be like, look here. Hey, Caitlin.
She probably won't go any further.
Come here, crazy.
I almost think we should do some more videos on some of the things we believe, why we don't have personal Facebook pages and things
That's right.
like that.
And look here, I wouldn't have a Facebook page.
We have a business page.
A business page. And I don't want to see, you know, I'm not going to be friends with somebody that I used to know that partakes in stuff. Hey, turkey. Look like you want to say something. Plain cone.
Pine cone. Yeah, do you want to just wrap it up here and maybe make some more videos on some other topics?
I don't know, I was in the middle of saying stuff.
Well, I can stop it and then we could do another video.
I'll
Or you
just
still want to
touch
talk
on
about
the personal Facebook page real quick, you know. There's just certain things. You don't need to be in touch with exes. I hate the topic of exes because I met my true love later on in life. And it was God send, and this woman that's on the opposite side of this camera is struggles and fights her ass off. I did it. There you go. Ass. Every single day to follow Proverbs 31, to follow Titus 2, the really freaking hard stuff to do that not a lot of women are going to do. I found that in a part of my life that was not great, and I grabbed on. And I've changed a lot, and the Lord has really, really changed me. He's working on me with this language thing, but I'm just going to ask you to consider that I don't mean any disrespect to you. I don't mean any disrespect to Jesus and to God. I just don't.
Yeah, we apologize if there's
Right.
some young guys that maybe their parents, you know, they're godly boys and they're watching his videos and they get discouraged or
Or if you're
offended.
younger and you're watching this video, like, man, look at that guy. I think he's cool. I mean, I would seriously consider you to talk to somebody if you think I'm awesome, because I mean I look kind of strange and I don't do the suspenders for a fashion statement. It's because I got some muffin tops that I'm pretty proud of, and they pushed my pants down, and I got so freaking tired of pulling my britches up and catching a breeze back here in the lower back topper buttock region of air just rushing down there. So I'm not trying to be somebody that I'm not. This is not fashion. This is not think I'm cool. I mean, if your parents overhear you watching one of my videos and I say a word and they're like, what the heck, show them this. Maybe it'll make a difference. I mean, maybe it won't. I mean, if you try to terrorize me and attack me in my comments, I'm not going to care. I mean, honestly, because...
Well, we care, but...
if you're just trying to be nasty,
yeah,
I'm not going to care.
We care if we offend somebody by the cussing. That's kind of why we wanted to make the video.
Right.
And
I'm
just
sorry I offended you if I did.
let you guys know where our hearts are, and it's not...
Let me know if I need to try. If there's some other stuff you want to hear me ramble about, coniferous seed pods, otherwise known as pine cones, let me know. We make knives. Right now, we're actually furloughed from the railroad. And this is what we're trying to do to raise money, because it's kind of what we feel led to do. If the railroad calls, and I'm going back to work, and these videos are probably going to stop. But if this thing continues for a long time, and the evil bosses at the railroad make it to where I can't go back for a long time, and this takes off, I'll sit here on this stump, and it's this little blonde-headed kid, we got a brown-headed kid, and all these other kids, and we'll just talk, we'll hang out, but I'm going to talk to you like you're hanging out with me. I'm not going to fake to you. I'm not going to be anybody other than who I know.
Yeah, let's wrap it up there and maybe do some other topics on some more videos.
Bye.
Bye.